To imagine VJ as being a teenager and going into his adolescence and his adult years was very difficult. And the reason it was so difficult because of VJ's levels of need, which is quite incredible.
I got to know V first. He was working with someone else, and I was also working with someone else.
He's very much about what he chooses to do at that time, and you know, he's very strong.
VJ is an artist. He's an artist with autism, and he's had several awards from Kind Tree in Oregon to the University of Sacramento, to the University of West Virginia, where he's been acknowledged for his abstract art. VJ is a wonderful person, but he has 24-hour needs for his daily life, to maintain his daily life.
Yeah, wants to go.
So you kind of have to get to know him as a person and get to understand his mannerisms more, because that's how he communicates.
I've been at the Autism Training Center forever, and it's just been an incredible experience for me and my son. We've been through the Family Focused Positive Behavioral Support Program twice before, and I had applied and we came on board with it with a wonderful PBS trainer. When we started, I said I really wanted you to kind of help with this transition, because the transition for me was so massive and the undertaking was kind of intimidating. And the first step that we took, we created a map, which is like an action plan. And VJ came in and participated a little bit, but we put this plan down on paper to kind of document where we wanted to be, what we wanted to do in the transition, and how we wanted to approach it. His sister was able to purchase a home for him. We were able to build it and able to have it to his specifications, which is something very, very rare to do.
I always felt that it was very important for a VJ or for anyone with a disability to have a home of their own. And in 2012, after a very difficult loss of our father, my sister Anita and I came into an inheritance, and at that time I made a decision right then that I was going to buy VJ a home. And set up a trust in his name so that trust would feed in and provide for his home for, you know, the rest of his life. And after months of looking, we found a home that suited his needs. I feel that by VJ having a home, it ensures his humanity. I think many times when people are disabled and they are put into apartments or group homes, or God forbid institutions, their humanity is lost because they just become another body that is warehoused. And I didn't want that to happen to him. So having his own home was extremely crucial for his well-being and for his humanity, so he could live as full a life as he is capable of doing. Since VJ moved into the house in December of 2012, I've seen some interesting sort of growth from him. I think he feels much more independence. I think he's much more self-aware that this is his home, and I think that he likes it. He likes having that independence where he doesn't have three women, his mother and two sisters, telling him what to do all the time. And I think that's crucial for anybody's growth as a person.
I was very proud to see him in his own house. I think that's so important for VJ and for any adult with a disability to have that independence, you know, something they're supporting their autonomy and making them feel like, you know, they are their own person and, you know, they have the support to live their life the way they want to live it. And VJ's very good at that.
One of the things I think would be really important to discuss, and that's the part of the parent letting go. That's the most difficult piece of the whole puzzle of transitioning for myself and my son, of being able to see him as an independent adult living on his own in his own house with support. Was very, very, very unrealistic to me. And I couldn't fathom the thought that I didn't have to be there 24 hours to meet his needs. Emotionally, it was really a hard time for me because there were so many different things going on as far as how the house was being built, where the funding was coming to how the house being built, bringing my son, letting him know this is going to be your new place, and helping him with that transition actually helped me as well. When someone is nonverbal and they have autism and they're moving into their own place, the worry of abuse or neglect is always there. So we all collaborated on what would be the best thing that we could do to be sure that didn't happen, besides just communicating with staff on a daily basis. We instituted a 24-hour monitoring system that's in place in his home that we can go on at any time and be sure that he's okay. I feel VJ's in the best possible environment he could be in. He is proud of his home. He's proud of where he lives. He's comfortable in his surroundings. I don't think that this move could have been any better anywhere else for him. When Bonnie came on board, she had some fabulous ideas about visual schedules and training staff and working with staff and creating a portfolio for VJ, so when staff took VJ out to the community, they were able to present information that the staff wouldn't have to convey, but VJ could convey in his own way that my name is VJ and this is who I am and what I like and what I need. So it's been instrumental in the fact that it has been a tremendous help with the transitioning and has put me at ease as his parent going through such a colossal change. Working with Bonnie has been just a great experience.
You know, and I think having this transition go as well as it has made him stronger, you know, feel like, yes, I want to do it this way, or no, I don't want to do it that way, or yes, I want to go back to my home, you know, and I think that's an incredible, you know, opportunity that we could give for him, and, you know, I'm just very glad that it's turned out as well as it has, and he seems very happy here.
Ultimately, I hope that this will be the house that can be maintained for VJ's health and well-being, because I think that this is his home and it will always remain his home as long as I can make that happen.